What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I had to make this video. Can I vent to you guys? Get this off my chest. So, as you guys may have heard, Rigondeaux will be fighting on. Rigondeaux will be fighting in Macau, China, July 19th, and that will be his last fight, last obligated fight for the top rank banner, the top rank imprint. So, he'll be a free agent, be able to do what he wants. He's facing an opponent, Saud Kokit Jim, and basically it's a fighter from Thailand. Not many people have heard of him. He lost. His biggest name was a loss. He fought Daniel Ponce de Leon, went the distance, and then they had a rematch, and de Leon knocked him out. And this is how Top Rank repays Rigondeaux. Now, I want to talk about Rigondeaux, talk about what I see for him in the future, what I want, and some of these piss poor fans. And I'm not going to hold back in this video, so if that offends you, just click pause and go to some other shit. But I'm going to say my piece. So, the thing that pisses me off with boxing is, me as a boxing fan, I embrace and appreciate all styles. I don't care you're black, white, Mexican, Asian, green, purple. If you're a woman, guy, if you could scrap, you could scrap. If you could box, you could box. That's it. That's all it is. I don't care what weight division. If you're a good fighter, you're a good fighter, and I give props to that. We all have favorites. We all have things we like. We all want to support fighters who share our same race. That's cool. I have no problems with that. But my problem stems when people make several excuses. Now, going into the Nonito Donaire fight, everybody was saying it was a good fight. And a lot of diehard Nonito fans said that Nonito was going to just punish him. And Rigondeaux didn't have the pro style and wasn't going to be able to make it out alive. Well, not figuratively speaking. And Rigondeaux put on a masterclass boxing performance and beat Nonito's ass. And if you check the track record, I'm from the Bay. I appreciate and respect Bay Area athletes, artists. I just try to support what's in my immediate surroundings. I predicted Nonito Donaire to win. So some of you guys are going to be, oh, you just hate Donaire. Like, fuck you. You don't know me. I wanted Donaire to win. I thought he would win. I got up here, hit record, and made my video saying how Donaire, I didn't shit on Rigondeaux to begin with. So that's the difference between me predicting fights and some other people. But in my prediction, I just thought Nonito Donaire was too big. And I thought Rigondeaux had a suspect shaky chin. And he would be overwhelmed with Nonito's power. So I thought Donaire would win. So I'll put the link in the description if I have time of my prediction video. You can hear what I was saying back then. Fight happens. Nonito Donaire gets his ass beat. And some people hold on to this knockout. That was probably one of the worst knockdowns I've seen in the sport. I think I said knockouts, but I mean knockdown. Like if you watch Marquez versus Alvarado, that was a knockdown. He flew back. Even Mike Alvarado's response knockdown, that's a certified knockdown. But the Nonito Donaire Rigondeaux shit, they were in the middle of a clinch, and then it looked like he got caught off guard, caught off balance. Like, it happens. It's a legal knockdown, but it was just kind of like you got him while he was just merely backing straight up from a clinch, and you just caught him. And Nonito has fast hands too. So the thing that pisses me off about boxing fans is a lot of you motherfuckers have never laced them up, never been in a street fight. You just type. You could type 40 words per minute or whatever, and you just talk shit. And some of you guys say, oh, Rigondeaux sucks and he's boring. And you got to appreciate and embrace the different styles. And like I said, I'm not telling you who to like whoever the fuck you want. But you guys make excuses. When Nonito was fighting Rigondeaux before the fight, it was a good fight. And then Donaire gets his ass beat. All of a sudden, Rigondeaux's boring and you can't sell him. Like, I've already said this before on the channel. Top Rank, send me a check, send me a reasonable budget, and I guarantee you I can market Rigondeaux a lot better than you guys are doing. Straight the fuck up. And I already made a proposition way back in a previous video where I talked about pretty much the same thing. This is just an updated video for my new followers and subscribers. And it's okay. You have this motherfucker fighting in Macau, China. He's Cuban. Why not have him fight where there's a large demographic of Cuban people? I don't know, Florida, Miami. You know what I'm saying? It's like Top Rank, y'all not even trying. You don't even try to market this dude. You just say it's a failure. Oh, nobody wants to see him. I had to fight to get him on HBO. That's what Bob Arum's saying. I had to fight to get him on HBO to fight Becco. They didn't want to give him another chance and try to make it like you're pulling strings, like you're really looking out for this dude's best interest, and you're not. You're talking about he can't sell and he's boring and nobody wants to see him because he's boring. And you really haven't even tried. You haven't exhausted all options, because if you would do the one fucking thing that makes the most fucking sense, which is a Cuban fighter who speaks Spanish, doesn't speak English, put him in a venue where there's a large demographic of Cubans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense. And that's something that Top Rank hasn't even tried. So I'm glad his deal's almost up, because they gave him a shitty last fight. His opponent already got knocked out by De Leon. He's 36, about to be 37 before the fight. And it's in Macau, China. And it's just boxing bullshit, boxing politics. On the same card as Zhao Shiming. And I'm going to tell you right now, I said this before, I'm on the record, quote me on this. Zhao Shiming is hot garbage. I don't see it. I don't care what he did as an amateur. I'm talking about as a pro. He's basura. That's trash. He's ass, man. And because Bob Arum realizes that the Chinese public embraced their warrior or their fighter, Zhao Shiming, and he can make money off him, that's what he's doing. Zhao Shiming, skill for skill, like if you look at the Zhao Shiming package versus Rigondeaux shits all over him skill-wise. You know what I mean? And Bob Arum, just being a greedy business person, he's willing to shit on Rigondeaux, his fighter that he's supposedly promoting, and ride Zhao Shiming's nuts just because Zhao Shiming can bring in a crowd. He could draw in a crowd for whatever reason. They like watching him, or you know what I mean? Like they want to support their person. So I just think it's utter bullshit. And only in boxing do you have this fuckery. Like if you watch football or any other sport, but like let's say football, you got guys like Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Now they play the quarterback role in the traditional sense. They don't do a bunch of wild card. They don't do a bunch of running and scrambling and like, you know what I mean, almost getting tackled by linebackers and they're scrambling out of it and breaking free. That's for guys like RG3, Cam Newton, Colin Kaepernick, Russell Wilson. Those dudes, them young, new age, new generation quarterbacks are doing that. But you look at Tom Brady, you look at Peyton Manning, they play the traditional quarterback role in the sense of how it's been. They can fucking pass. They know how to throw the ball. They're accurate. Their release time is ridiculous. They're veterans. They know how to read the defense and make adjustments on the fly. Traditional quarterback shit. And nobody says, oh, Peyton Manning's boring, Tom Brady's boring, because they're very skillful at what they do. They know how to move that fucking ball. They don't have to run and scramble and, you know what I mean, duck and dodge and all kinds of shit like that and break free and hold the ball one arm. They don't have to do that. They do what their position requires. They're quarterbacks. They can move that ball and get you some yardage and make clutch decisions. The end. And I don't even give a fuck about either of them. I'm a Niners fan. I'm from the Bay, so I don't care about Peyton Manning or Tom Brady in terms of their teams because they're not my teams. I'm just being real because I'm a fair critic and a fair sports fan. It's like they're good at what they do, and you got to give it up. But you got guys like Floyd Mayweather, Miguel Vasquez, Andre Ward, Guillermo Rigondeaux, Edislandi Lara, Mauricio Herrera, Timothy Bradley. And they're very good at what they do in the style they bring. Now, it might not be no Rock'em Sock'em Robots. It might not be Brandon Rios in terms of style, where he's just going to come out swinging. It might not be Lucas Matisse, John Molina. But it is very fun for me to watch because it's interesting to see how other fighters can deal with it. And it's not guaranteed that the boxing purist will always win. I've seen sluggers knock a fucking boxing, like an actual clinical technical boxer, the fuck out. So only in boxing, like I said, only in boxing do you get criticized for being too skillful. Oh, you're running. Like, he should stand there like a man and get punched repeatedly in the face to prove his worth. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Rigondeaux is a very skilled fighter, and ultimately it's going to take the right type of fighter. You want him in some kind of action fight, that's cool. But you guys get mad because these guys like Mayweathers and the Rigondeaux and Andre Ward, they're boring, quote unquote, to you, because if you're of a lower skill set, if you're a lower level fighter in terms of your actual ability, then you can't fuck with them, and you can't. They're gonna have you frazzled and puzzled, and they don't know what to do. Their opponents don't know what to do in most cases. So that's why it's boring, because you watch Andre Ward and Carl Froch. Carl Froch just had a banger with George Groves, both fights, 1 and 2. Yet he fought Andre Ward with a fucked up hand. Andre Ward had a broken hand going into that fight, and he couldn't fuck with Andre Ward because Andre Ward is next level. His skill level is far superior to Carl Froch, and I like Froch a lot. So I'm just sick of it. I'm glad Rigondeaux is almost out of his contract after this fight. Again, they have a fucked up bullshit farewell fight in Macau, China, which has nothing to do with Rigondeaux, and you wonder why you can't sell him. You're putting this man in a demographic where it doesn't even make sense. That's like if I'm in charge of Golden Boy, I'm not going to put Leo Santa Cruz and then put him on a card in Macau, China, like, and say I can't sell him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to have him, you can have fighters fight wherever. That's not a problem. But I wouldn't have a Mexican rising young talent like Leo Santa Cruz and Abner Mares and put them all on a plane and be like, yo, fight in the UK, unless their opponent's from the UK. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense that that's your venue. You know what I mean? Leo Santa Cruz, he lives in California. There's a large population of Hispanics in California. Cool. Have him fight at the StubHub Center or the, you know what I'm saying, wherever. That makes sense. But to complain you can't sell Rigondeaux, yet you're not even making a valid attempt to put him in a market that potentially has Cubans that'll come out and support him is bullshit. So let me know what you guys think. And oh yeah, to add insult to injury, this fight is not being televised by HBO. So Rigondeaux, just get out your contract. Move on to greener pastures. Hopefully Golden Boy picks him up, treats him a lot better. And then lastly, Rigondeaux is no longer with Pedro Diaz. So he has a new trainer. I don't know exactly why they split. I thought that was a good matchup, good pairing. I believe Diaz helped him in the amateurs and worked with the Olympic boxing team. But that partnership is no more. So make sure you hit the like button. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video is Ego, signing off.